people would so much hate me for this review if, I would have a big audience. Because I say, Across the Spider-Verse is mid. Look, this movie is 2 hour 20 minutes long or something like that. Cut half of it. And I will say, yeah, this is fine. This is probably worth my time. The problem of me is, aside being that this is just a part one of a longer movie, it's literally stops at the midway point, is that the whole Spider-Verse idea is sold on the mashing of animation styles. Not necessarily by technique, but various. This is pop, this is 3D, this is 2D, this is Spider Pig. You know what I mean. So this is Baroque, this is Renaissance. I don't know that name of styles, but that only happens when it's action, and there is not that much action in this one, especially not in the first hour. The first hour is this new Hollywood trend. We should not achieve anything in the first hour. There is a 10 minutes starting sequence with spider-gwen, which I was looking, did I turn on the right movie? Is this the right file? Shouldn't it be? I thought Miles Morales is the main character for the Spider. Maybe I assumed wrong. Turned out he is. That's what the next 50 minutes is filled up. That he is standing at a rooftop party of his parents. Somebody surely like that, because it's 50 minutes of your life. It's just, whatever are we doing here? Now, what is the story here? Because nobody is talking about the story. The story is that Spider-Man wants to fuck the other Spider-Man. I mean Peter Parker. Miles Morales wants to fuck Spider-Gwen, who is Spider-Man of his another dimension multiverse thingy. But still Spider-Man, just different multiverse dimension. So it's still a valid problem. It's self-incest. And so they are hanging around. Spider-Gwen went back because now she has some kind of device to travel the multiverse. She already had in the previous. Oh, so whatever. So she goes back because she wants to do the naughty too, and then this villain. Okay, we'll call it villain. Spot turns up, who has a lot of spots, which is actually dark dimension energy, but works like Looney Tune holes. So, or portal gun portals. Because why not? By the way, content warning, he is, for all of the movie, naked, absolutely nude. What you see is a full naked, as born human. I mean, ex-human, because we established that that's his skin, what we see. But if that's his skin, then apparently he no longer has genitalia. Now his goal is to walk through all the multiverse to do the same experiment which Kingpin's Alchemy Lab did in the previous movie, where he got transformed by the not cosmic rays, because anyone brings up Fantastic Four will be sued. You getting sued, you getting sued, you get everybody gets sued. So then when he gets to his ultimate form, and that's at the end of the movie, he's no longer a white figure with black spots, but a black figure with white spots, because he's pretty average horror, by the way, so sure. But I was expecting to this movie being a movie, not the first half of a movie. And that's, by the way, at most there is like 2 minutes at the end, and like maybe 15 minutes are on the 1 hour clock. What about the rest? There is a whole hour, we didn't talk about it. So that's Miles Morales getting into the Spider-Verse, which seemed to only be established at the end of the previous movie, but I mean into the Spider-Verse, uh, in the post-credit scene, but now it's every Spider-Man in existence is part of it, and I don't know how this relates to the core MCU multiverse concept, because this is just ridiculous at this point. But anyway, so he goes there and looks around and gets a Nintendo tour guide, but he doesn't have to pay for it. So, but of course, he disagrees with some rule or another, like why must Ben Parker die in every dimension, or something of an analog of it. As it's pointed out at the end of the movie, that his father didn't die, so what's up with that? So fate may not exist, or something underlying them maybe is built, and don't really care. And so he's attacked by the head of the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, who is 2099 Spider-Man or whatever. Uh, Everyone suddenly has bullshit powers, and they are just running from each other or towards each other or something like that. It's very repetitive and boring after a while. Also, the spot chase scene gets boring after a while, because it doesn't achieve anything. And it's a gimmick villain, so he has spots. You punch into one of his spot and you knock yourself. That's that's the only thing he does, so that gets boring. So that we spend time with that, and he lands in a seemingly Spider-Man-less dimension, while Spider-Gwen went to his dimension waiting for him, but apparently, I guarantee that in the next movie, the parents of Mike Morales will be told that, yeah, I am Spider-Man, thank you, fuck you, get away. Uh, Now, it turns out in the Earth 42, which is either the answer to everything or a very hated number, because in the Bible 42 is the ultimate bad number, not 666, but 42, at least in the Old Covenant. Uh, just look it up, seriously. Turns out that their Miles Morales' father did die, and therefore that Miles Morales turned to be a super relay. We don't do anything with it. The movie just cuts and says you watch the next movie. I mean, the next half of this movie. Like in another 2 years in the future, they are doing it like every 4 or 5 years next to each other. So for me, this was a disappointment. I just don't recommend it. It's mediocre, very mediocre. Maybe when the second half of it will come out, maybe someone will do a supercut which condenses the whole boring plot lines, cut those out, and make it a working, watchable piece, but I doubt it will happen. But it's not the oh what a miracle level animation. No, it's not. It's just oh well.